Hello, everyone. You are here in the last 30 minutes at ESA Marathon, watching Break the Record Live, featuring Dark Souls Remastered, where 7 speedrunners attempt to break the world record over the course of 3 days. Last 30 minutes here before we have a cutoff period where the runners can no longer reset and have to finish off and complete their runs. Gintoff has actually made a re-entry, which is so fantastic to see because we thought he was finally done after that last run. Finally makes a re-entrance to try and see whether he can get one run going. So 7 runners. I'm going to put up the leaderboard right here so you guys can see their standings, all competing for a portion of a $5,000 prize pool generously provided by our sponsor Kaspersky. The world record right now is 102.23, and there's a possibility any of these runners can threaten the world record in these last 25 minutes or shake up the standings. So you see the standings right there on the screen. Everyone gets a portion of the prize. It's all a competition at this point. My name is Ashwin. I'm going to be taking you through this segment along with my 2 Speedsouls casters and members, Kermit and Ben, and we'll be joined later by some other people as well. So, how's it looking, guys?
Dan just made his way through the ONS fight with a little bit of trouble. I think Small blocked 1 attack, but he made it through with minimal time loss. I think he should still come out in the green.
One thing I was going to mention is pretty incredible stuff. You brought the leaderboard up on the stream, so I had a quick pick at it. And every single runner, their event PB and their real PB are now identical. Every single runner has beaten their PB in this event, which is pretty insane. And it just goes to show how over a weekend, when you all come together, and you really knuckle down and you put everything you have into it, you will see success, regardless of your skill level. And that's what speedrunning is all about. Putting in the hard work and getting rewarded in return.
Mm-hmm. And we've seen a lot of hard work. Like if you head over to twitch.tv/ESA Marathon 2, you will see just how many runs have been attempted by all these runners.
So personally, all of my eyes are on Dan Flesh right now. I, at least in my shifts, when I've been here later on in the night, I haven't seen too much from him. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled now that he's getting some good runs going. This one in particular is definitely on pace for a 102. Still early days yet, but he has a lot of time save later on. Gonna have a quick look at his chart to see where he's got some big time saves coming up.
Nax just made it over the Hellkite Bridge as well there.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it's okay. So Nax right now, 4 minutes into the run, it's gonna take another 13 to sort of like see the outcome of ONS, which still puts him in a safe zone that if that run doesn't go well, he can reset again. He can go for another one.
Yep.
And we're going to actually see probably the most resets in this period. If things just don't go the way the runners want them to go, they will probably reset. Take another chance to see whether they can get a better pace going. But sadly, a lot of it, you cannot really tell unless like maybe you're like Kata or Olsku with like insane like times to run against. You might not be able to tell until ONS whether this is going to be an okay run or not, because ONS is where runs go to die, or where they prove themselves.
Yeah, it's just a shame just how much RNG there is in the first 18 minutes, really how many reset points there are. Sometimes you just get, just stuck in an awful cycle of resets, just, sometimes not even making it to Anor Londo.
Iron Boy is going through that right now. He just completed a run not too long ago that was slower than his event PB. Just trying to get another run in.
So as I was just saying earlier about Dan, I took a look at his metrics, and he has a minute to save on this PB, purely on the gaping split. So I imagine it's the Capra segment into the gaping out of bounds.
Yeah.
So all he has to do is maintain consistency with his PB, and then he's looking at a mid 102 if he gets a good gaping segment. Like, he doesn't have to play spectacularly here, and he can easily be looking towards second or even first place. And that would be insane. When we've seen the back and forth today from Kata and Olsku, can you imagine if Dan just pulls out a 102.20 here?
The Dark Horse Dan.
Yeah. Just silent for a while, hasn't got a PB since, I believe, 24 hours or so, maybe even more. And then all of a sudden, he comes out of nowhere and just smashes both of them.
It'd be kind of perfect to see. A little bit of an upset. He's still in the standing for, you know, a good chunk of money in third place anyway. Unless Nax has something to say about it.
Yeah,
or indeed
better.
Gintoff.
Yeah, exactly. Even better, one of the other runners comes through and just demolishes the leaderboard as well. It's entirely possible at this point.
Gintoff doing it would be the true Cinderella story. Like, you know, when we thought, like, he's back, you know, we thought he'd left, he just turned his stream off, I guess maybe restarting his PC or his internet or something, and he just came right back as we went to the break. So, hopefully he can get a good run going.
So we do also see Kata on his way Sen's Fortress. So this run of his will likely come down to ONS as is per standard once you get into Sen's Fortress. So I think we'll have a quick peek at his stream very soon. But otherwise, it's all eyes on Dan Flesh coming up to Hydra. Hydra is one of those, I say bosses, it's not a boss, there's no HP bar, but it is, you know, one of those segments that's required to progress in this route. And it is not easy. You can easily miss. You know, some bosses you can just kind of lock onto and just spam spells. Hydra is not one of them.
Yeah.
It's very easy to miss the heads, especially when they're lunging at you. It's all very much a skill-based segment. So let's see how Dan does.
Nailed those first 2 hits.
Yep.
You know, I love how there's jokes going on about how it's been like 24 hours since someone PB'd. What a shame. But like when you have condensed runs like this, and I was saying this like today at the beginning of the day, it's just so nice to see so many back-to-back speedruns in like such a concentrated format. You know, you don't get to see this much. It's not a marathon setting in the typical sense of safety strats. Like these are real grinds, real attempts. The most optimal like strats by all of these runners that they can put into the run.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, how is it looking for everyone now?
So Dan just had a really clean Hydra segment. He's on his way to collect Dusk's sign right now.
Yeah.
Kata is just coming into Anawando. So as I was saying just a second ago while you were away, this attempt is going to come down to ONS. And the biggest thing is that if he dies, he's going to have about 3 minutes to get another run to ONS. Like, maybe even less before the cutoff point. Those
would be some early resets.
Exactly. This is going to be one of his last opportunities. And the same goes for any of these runs. So, you know, you're looking to get into ONS around like the 16, 17 minute mark. And right now, there is 17 minutes until the cutoff point. So this is a very impactful time, even though it may not seem like it.
Olsku just died there. I think that was in the Hollow Room, just on the way to Gargoyles.
Ooh, that's several deaths to Hollow Room today for Olsku.
Yeah.
Not been easy on him, but they are aggressive at the end of the day.
And these Hollow Room deaths, you know, the deaths to Hellkite or anything like that, it's such a huge chunk of time considering how little the runners have left. So every run at this point, every single attempt counts. And it is petrifying.
Yeah, I would say
and
it's
I'm
probably...
not even running.
I would say it's probably...
yeah.
more flexible for the runners just starting off their runs. Like Olsku, Iron Boy, if they have to reset in like the next 6 minutes, which they can because Hellkite and whatnot, it's easier for them to get back on that horse. While some of these runners like Catalyst, Nax, Gintoff are in it for the long haul to see it to ONS. And then pretty much at that point, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Weird to say, isn't it?
Yeah. Weird. It's been such a long weekend to see it come to a close. I don't want to see any of these runs die, though. Like, this is when we want to see runs go somewhere.
Yeah.
Dan doing another one of the death cam skips on his way to Seath. I think we should be also, like, switching over to Catalyst here in a moment.
I was just about to say the same thing. Yep, completely agreed.
Let's actually pay attention to Catalyst here, because you know what? This, another death cam skip that's happening right now, Silver Knight Archer skip, he can actually die too, because the enemies are active here. And he has to pay attention to the audio cues and hopefully get through the gargoyle that's on his tail and a sentinel that blocks his path before he, like, gets to the giant blacksmith without even having to manually open that door. Just walks right through it.
Yeah, dodging the gargoyle here, especially when he can hit you through walls, you know, through the floor and everything like that, it's extremely difficult normally because of how many attacks possibly fly. But then not only that, but also to do it with your camera completely upside down through the ground, you know, with its way around, it is very difficult to dodge, especially when the enemies just decide to troll you and just, you know, fling everything they have at you.
We got 14 minutes on the clock here till no reset period. Or, well, till the reset period is cut off.
Yeah. At that point, maybe some of the runners might just, if they have, even if it's not a great run, they might just, you know, just go for one last no reset run, see if they can get any sort of PB.
I would do that. If, like, I was on a really, like, pace, I wasn't feeling great about the run. Just a quick reset.
Yeah.
But it really
One
comes
last
down to
Hail
knowing. It really comes down to knowing where you can get a time back on your splits. Like, knowing your splits in and out. That's a really good Ornstein.
That is
like Catalyst.
perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
I think that's
Getting
exactly
him right
what
on
he
the pillar
wants
like
right
that
now.
and just being able to pre-fire him is as good as you'll ever get.
Alright, Smo just walking up, alright?
Yeah.
That's what
just
Kata
waddling
wants.
over.
Come on, break the pillar, Smo.
Yeah, kind of awkward in not attacking there, but otherwise a really clean fight.
Yep. Takes him down. Alright. Kata has a run past ONS. This exactly what he's looking for. This is very likely.
And made the elevator as well.
Yeah,
Very
he jumped
important.
for it. Yeah, I was actually not sure if he was going to make that. I don't think he was either. But he did.
Ooh, Dan. Dodging that sorcerer there as he grabs his strong magic shield. Ooh, hopefully he doesn't have vengeance on the second pass through, because it can happen. Sorcerer, please behave. Alright, Dan gets through. Iron Boy reset. Nax reset as well. Oh my god. That death sound at this point in the event just scares me.
I don't blame you.
Completely intended, by the way. Yeah, I didn't catch where Nax died. Olsku also resetting there, but that's okay. Still plenty of times to see whether these runs get anywhere.
Just over 10 minutes.
So my eyes are fully back to Dan as he's going into the Crystal Caves on his way to Seath.
Right?
That's where my shift is focusing right now. Because Stray Demon isn't a super complicated segment. So I think we can come back to Catalyst.
You can lose time at Stray Demon, which might be bad for Catalyst, but
You definitely can, but I would argue that
It's not
Dan
as
requires at least my attention right now. You know, you guys feel free to look wherever you want. That's why they're all on the stream. But me personally,
So, you know how I said I was triggered by that death after ONS, which is completely intentional? I keep forgetting about fall control quitouts, because those rely on, like, audio cues and watching your character splat, but obviously not die and quitting out when that happens, because fall control delays your death. If you're not taking, like, lethal damage from a drop. That one also scares me too when I'm not paying attention.
yeah, you just look down and all of a sudden they're just plunging to what should be their death. It is it's extremely scary.
Not for them. I feel like it's not actually a super hard trick to actually pull off. Oh, Dan's shooting his first.
Yeah, the
spear
wrong
in the wrong
way. Yeah. He was supposed to shoot the crystal behind, which will
actually
allow
got
him to
enough
attack
spears
Seath.
now.
There's a bit of a time loss for Dan. Ooh, please no curse.
Oh,
We saw that earlier for Mintius's run. Earlier today, Mintius actually got cursed in this fight and had a double death. Ooh.
So you wouldn't have seen that at Strain Demon.
That's
You
rough.
wouldn't have seen that at Strain Demon. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm. Not the fight that Dan would have wanted there. I mean, it's not the fight that you want to lose time on either. Consistent Knight actually being consistent. Thank you, Consistent Knight.
Dan's actually lost like some of his time saves. He's lost like quite a chunk of time compared to PB. His best possible time slipped down to 102.50. So sadly, the world record dream might be dead. He could gold some splits, but it's not looking quite so likely now.
Yeah, but with that big minute-long time saving gaping, there's definitely not over yet.
True.
Still huge potential for a huge PB.
I would also just be vigilant as Dan right now, because Nax could catch up. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want that, I guess, at the very end of the event, right? Where you think you're safe in third, and Nax is only like, what? 50 seconds off? Catches up to you. And Nax has the best possible time of 102.16. So very possible from Nax. All right.
8 minutes left for
good
for
stiff
resets.
fights for Dan.
Yeah.
Making up the lost time there. He needed that.
Really nice.
Yeah, 7 seconds made up there. I think my favorite moment from Dan this weekend has to be him throwing up the magic shield in the Gwyn fight he had earlier, where he didn't have RTSR set up, so it was 3 dark beads to Gwyn before he's dead, but I think he kind of forgot that. Just had like a weird like fumble trying to kill Gwyn there at the end. Alright.
Against all odds, Kata was successful in the Stray Demon fight. Yeah, he has moved forward. Moving his way on to Hydra and Dusk.
I gotta say...
We've got Gintoff on the bridge.
Ooh.
I shouldn't have said anything.
It's okay, he might get past. Nope, he dies. It's okay, 8 minutes. It's alright.
Yep.
That bridge is tough. It's claimed many, many runs.
Too many.
So, Dan is heading over to the DLC, where I think his run is really going to be put to the test. I think this is where it's going to show whether or not he can get a PB. Because his PB right now is 104. Wait, that's not right. I'm looking at the wrong runner.
Dan's got
a long day, Ash. We'll let you off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 103.43, which is also his event time. He could at least get a PB, if anything.
Kata's on the Hydra as well, right there.
But have no worries. It's about to get bustling in a few minutes here, because we're going to be pulling in my co-host, Bowen Argic, and we're going to be trading Kermit, who's been so fantastic this event. Kermit, thank you so much for being here. I hope you've had a great time.
Thank you guys.
Thank
you guys for having me.
Yeah, expertise, your speedrun knowledge, and just sharing your commentary. It's been absolutely lovely to have you. And we're going to be joined in by Regal. And Ben is going to stay on the mic with us. So this is probably going to be happening in a few minutes. But
I've missed Regal so much. Come back to me.
all right, let's see how this is looking for Dan right now. Oh!
You just had to go and say it, didn't you?
I just was taking a look. He has time to reset, okay?
He does.
Not a lot of it, but he has time.
He went aggressive there because he got a melee opening, which is good. And we talked about this earlier. It's scary because you have to be at a certain distance to cast this magic from the bosses. So you need to maintain that distance, and you need to just watch and be vigilant for what they're about to do. Instantly jumps in for that run again. So mental steel right there. I'm gonna hop over here to Catalyst. Hopefully Dan gets another run going.
Dan can get 2 runs maybe to the Undead Burg before, or no, this run, and then if he dies in the Undead Burg, the next run will be it. Cutting it very close.
All right. Kermit, thank you so much for being here. I understand that this is like you need to hop off at this point. Your shift is over. Just want to thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys again for having me. It's been very nice. It's been an exciting weekend. Sadly, I have missed the biggest parts of the action, but I'll definitely be sitting here for the next hour watching the runs.
Probably get another run going. You can always catch the pods. But yeah, thank you so much, Kermit. If you would like to hop out now, that is completely okay. We're going to be joined by Argic, Bowie, and Regal. Will be stepping in here in a second. I think I might just pull them over. I pull up Bowie. 1 second. All right, guys. Hello. I'm the one doing the pulling in now.
Oh my.
Hello. Much for bringing us in. It is man, it is coming up to those final moments, as you mentioned. Yeah, we've got a few more minutes until we lock in all of the runs. I would like to announce that we are going to be running from this point uninterrupted until the end. We're going to make sure that we get all the action, and we're going to miss none of it at all. From this point on, it's just Dark Souls speedruns.
And so everybody getting ready for their final runs. Hopefully they'll be able to get past this early game.
That's what we want to see. Like we had basically we've already had both results that you can see here, where like we had it's Nax both times. Like day 1, Nax going through towards the end, final run, manages to like keep it going for as long as he possibly can, finishes it out. Day 2 aims for the same thing. Day 2 comes in, so does Ornstein and Smo, and says no.
Yeah.
And then that was it. So it's like 15 minutes, 18 minutes after the or the final run, and it just ends. So fingers crossed for all 6 runners here that we can see them through to completion.
Hopefully Miyazaki will allow them to get through this early game.
Yeah, Miyazaki, you got 3 minutes to let these runners through. Because if they
crossing
reset...
my fingers on my toe.
This is the interesting bit as well. Is like if they do want to. So like we've seen Catalyst been on like stronger runs than a +9 after Moonlight Butterfly.
Yeah.
Like, if he does want to do it, you've got that intro. Like there's so many run killers at the start, and it's
I think Kata's probably locked into this run.
Oh yeah. Like if Kata would, I wouldn't reset that if I was Kata. Like I know how strong he can go for the early game there, but you're already past it. With 3 minutes left to go, do you want to risk it?
Well, I think you'd rather be presented with the opportunity to go strong in the mid game and the late game rather than having to redo the early game again.
Yeah. That makes sense.
He does have the DLC.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure what his big time saves are, but he has sub 102 best possible time still.
Yeah. And that's I think normally we're seeing like the kind of reaching over from the 101 to the 102 around the Calamite split. Anywhere between like 101.50 and 102 flat is kind of like the best possible time around that point in terms of like previous paces we've seen from Catalyst. So definitely something we want to keep an eye on too.
And it is the DLC segment where he has quite a lot of time saves. So, for example, he has like 14 seconds to save on Calamite alone.
Oh, yeah.
So
really?
That is where the 101 best possible is coming. Yeah.
Because he got like the common cycles on Calamite, but apparently there's like even slower than normal common cycles that you can get. I think he got especially unlucky on Calamite. And Gintoff getting shut down by Miyazaki, the Hellkite, saying no, you have to start a new run. And he's really running up against the limit here.
1 minute, it's okay. He's starting up a run.
60 seconds. 60 seconds.
Yeah,
40 seconds. I'm looking at my Windows timer.
Do we? Yeah, we're gonna need like some kind of like horn. I mean, my isn't gonna work it.
Yeah, so. And everybody's in the early game right now, so we could see these guys dropping like flies.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And that's what we don't want to see. That is what we don't want to see. No predicting anything here.
Yeah, let's just let them do it. as we got 15 seconds at the end of this sentence I'm saying. There we go. Here we go. This is it, everybody. The finale of Break the Record Live Dark Souls Remastered. All bosses will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're locked in. This is it. These are the runs that we're seeing to the end.
This is exciting.
And petrifying.
That's your horde. That's your horde.
God. It's lovely to see that Gintoff's on a brand new run as well. He's on the Asylum Demon. Like, this is good.
Dan getting past Hellkite, that's good.
Fantastic. Now Nax has to get past it.
Yeah.
So does Gintoff.
Yeah, Gintoff's still in the Asylum.
See, if we were smarter, we could have prepared the chair to be the horn.
Let's see if I can get it.
Orchestra.
It doesn't want to do it when I try.
It's shy. It's shy. Oh, it's camera shy.
Yeah, apparently.
All right, let's see if Catalyst gets a good quit out here. We don't want no crystal golem. Don't you dare look at me.
Nax coming up on make or break part. Dan making it through Hollow Room.
I have my fingers crossed.
I think
but only one set.
Everything that happens is gonna make me gasp.
One set.
Of course. It's bad luck if you do too, so just one. Here we go.
Oh, Nax making it. Nice.
Yes!
Miyazaki says, you may go.
You shall pass.
Yeah, you shall pass.
Thank you, Miyazaki. Will we see the same for Gintoff? I think he deserves it. I think
definitely.
he really does.
Oh, yeah, he does.
It really does.
Runs could die at gargoyles, though. Could die to the Hollow Room.
Absolutely.
This
Dan's
is
looking
a
like he's
decent
going to
dog's
get...
fight for Dan.
Yeah, he's going to get through it. I don't think he got the tail cut, but... Totally fine.
620 flat. That's the guideline. That's what you want to be looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Kata dropping more time. That's unfortunate.
Still at this point.
Still with the sub 102 best possible time, but
can you imagine?
We're really running up against it here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you imagine finishing the night on your final run with a 101?
I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen.
But imagine the nerves as well.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to hack it.
Honestly, Catalyst is capable. That's the thing. I'm okay.
This run is like...
I know. I'm just saying that as a runner, Catalyst is capable in the last run to do this. But whether it's possible, looking at the splits and stuff, that's another story. Alright, Nax also on the gargoyles fight here. Ooh, overlapping gargoyles.
Oh, this is scary.
Oh.
Nax handling it.
Fighting them twice at once.
That was pretty clutch.
I realized I was
not the
muted for a few
fastest
seconds
fight, but yeah.
Oh.
He clutched that out. That's good.
621.
All right,
Winnable.
Gintoff going into a scary part here.
Alright, Gintoff.
Mm-hmm.
Catalyst on the Sif fight, which we can see whether Sif gives him good RNG or not.
Very nice dogs there.
A bit of time save for Olsku on the Iron Golem too, so he's even further ahead.
Nice.
That Sif fight was beautiful.
Yeah, great Sif fight for Kata. He definitely lost time there in his PB.
Yep, and it had to be too, because like his splits are not forgiving enough to let him get away with a slow fight. So
yeah, it's gonna be tight for this the start for Kata to pull it back, but still capable, absolutely still capable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Iron Boy.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you and I are on the same point there, Argig. Yeah, he got through the wall, but having a little bit of a tough time with it. But he got through.
So Olska was blocked by one of the painting Ardines on the rafters, and he had to kill them. Ooh, this one's hot on the seals. And he did Nama Raptors, pulled it off.
Oh, there's
just
a knife.
to avoid.
There's a knife. There we go.
Good thing he spun his camera around, otherwise he might not have seen that.
The knife usually comes anyways when you do Nama Raptors. He was probably expecting it.
Okay.
Tell me. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Olski's been kind of on point. I've seen him do that a lot. You know, always checking his 6 in certain points. I think he's just aware of those eventualities. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, I was just sitting imagining like the painting guardians falling behind you. It's like, what have you got there? A knife! And it's just like, dodge the knife. No! And as it goes through, it's like, please no. It's like, no knives, not now.
Gargoyles didn't take down Olsku during his oh god, SKS.
Yes. So far, no premature resets for anybody. But Gintoff,
you've literally just
coming up
that now. Like, come on.
Gintoff coming up to Hellkite.
Yeah.
Catalyst on the Guardian as well.
All eyes on Gintoff right now. Miyazaki, please.
Nice, got it. Yeah.
Allow this final run to pass, please.
Yeah, this is the last one.
Please,
Come on,
Gintoff. We believe.
Gintoff survive.
Ooh,
It
looks like he's
that
good.
well.
It looks good. It looks very good.
Okay.
Nice.
Cycle
everybody,
back for Hydra.
everybody passed Hellkite. That's great.
Ooh.
Good to see in the last
Yeah.
last stretch here.
Yep.
Yeah, so we got 6 active runs going. That's awesome.
So
We should say, although Mintius has been gone, obviously due to time zones, he had to call it quit a little bit earlier. But so congratulations to Mintius for all he's done this weekend.
Indeed.
Yeah, he posted a very, very lovely time, the 108.29. So he hit that sub 110 as Argic was after. So
yes.
Yeah.
And did it on his final run as well. So going out with a bang, exactly what you want to do when you're in an event like this.
ONS though for Oldsku.
It's okay.
One
Oldsku
dodge.
has great ONS management.
Yeah,
so-
that wasn't too bad for one dodge by Ornstein.
Big Joan. Or Shovel rather. Okay.
Well, Bowie,
Yes.
which is the run you would like to have eyes on right now? Because
It's
Catalyst is on Artorias right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I was thinking about this earlier when I was muted and talking to myself without realizing it. It's kind of like who to watch because there's so many people.
Definitely want to watch this Artorias fight.
Yeah. I think it's because he's furthest through as well. It's kind of like, you know.
We do have enough people in here that each one can keep an eye on one of these fights.
There's the buff. Okay.
Yeah, not the best fight, but not the worst either.
Yeah. Clean enough.
I sent eyes on the other runners here. Dan there getting a very good wall break and Sens getting the quit out very clean. All we need now is Bob.
Gintoff looks like he's probably going to get past Gargoyles here.
Yeah.
It was very
Looks
close.
like
He
it's-
almost took a stunging, but he got out of it. So double fire breath. Nice finish.
Hopefully no bad luck for Iron Boy here on Rafters. No backstabs. Because he got that today. Backstab into backstab.
Oh, really? The
yeah,
double?
he quit out. Got the double.
Losing a run to Painted Guardians here would be just the most horrific way to end it. So definitely fingers
clean.
crossed, but it looks
Got
good.
through
yeah.
clean.
I'm just going to do a quick check on a split for Catalyst because we have Oldsku coming out of ONS at 1722 and it was 1718 for Catalyst between these two, so close.
Will we have a repeat of what we had a couple of hours ago? Absolutely phenomenal action. Ben. Just-
That was crazy. Oh
I don't
my
know
God.
if my heart can take it. This time in the
That-
reverse.
Oh, Nax falling off the cage.
Okay, so he's going to have to go hope for good RNG here from the snake.
Come on,
Give him,
snake.
Go on.
Okay,
That's a
that
lot.
wasn't too bad. He probably lost about 7 seconds there.
Good enough, yeah.
Our favorite segment coming up, Bob.
Oh dear.
in
Hey
front of
Bob,
our-
what you doing, Bob? Stop blocking us, Bob.
Bob is scary for
Somebody
me.
wanna bribe Bob to like step out of the way here, like overlook his shift for a second.
The gentleman Bob, as we call it. He just lets you pass right by.
It's like, here you go.
Gives you a
Enchanté.
swift tip of the fedora and says,
Yeah.
off you go, sir.
Yeah,
Pleasure to see you.
just passes by. It's like Dan, Bob.
All right, lad.
Oh.
Working hard.
Oh, Bob.
Bob wanted a nasty trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, not nice to Dan, but we'll see if he's nice to Nax, because Nax, of course, not far behind either.
That's a reset, no wrong word.
So, just to note as well, Calameter is a split that Catalyst is on. This is where a good chunk of his time save is as well.
Yeah.
This is where most of his time save is.
Iron Boy just died.
Oh
And
no!
that's it. Iron Boy's done.
That
Iron
Iron
Boy
Boy's
is out.
done.
Oh,
Doing
well
the
done,
run,
Iron Boy.
the run to ONS, unfortunately taking a death. Don't know if it was to the gargoyle or if it was to one of the giant knights there, but his run is done. His time for the
Great
event
weekend
is
for
over.
him.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Very consistent runner.
And Olsko is dead to Stray.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh no!
It begins.
I think we were right about dropping like flies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
To Stray of all demons as well.
Well,
You know
GG to Iron Boy and Olsku.
Yeah, they've done really good this weekend.
I mean, looking at
And Kata only saving 6 seconds there on his Cowmate, so
Yeah.
could have been a lot better. These boss fights are not going well for these.
He had
runners
a
right now.
gold Manus, I believe.
Yeah.
SPV.
His best possible time is still a 102.16, so he can still kind of cut off another 7 seconds from that. So he's got like 15 seconds time save overall from this point out.
Yeah.
It's a heavy one. Oldsku looking forward, but a little bit miffed by that.
Yeah,
one, but,
PBing this at this point when you can only lose 7 seconds to your gold in a category like this is basically impossible. Like it would, you know, it's easy enough to say, but
Yeah.
it would unironically have to be like a god finished for the rest of this half an
it
hour
would.
in order to
It would.
PB this.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard.
Danflesh is
Like-
coming up to his ONS soon as well, just as a quick thing. So we'll keep eyes
Yeah.
on that. Probably
Yeah,
bring
next
it up,
too.
but yeah.
Next
And
as well.
Dan's on a pretty good pace as well.
Yep. Yeah, what is that? I see it on the small screen, but it's 13:48 quit out, I
Yeah.
think.
Mhm,
That is
for Golem.
very quick.
Yeah.
So let's just
Max
hope.
losing time here because of the cage. Him falling off the cage on the Logan wall break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
Okay,
looking
he's
to be a
good.
sub 14 though.
But Nax can overtake Dan.
Yeah, he can. He's for this specific run, he's about 10 seconds behind Dan.
Yeah. I guess we'll keep an eye on this.
Ooh.
Oh, there goes Dan.
Third time today.
Right, who cursed that? Who cursed
I,
that?
I was thinking about it, but I didn't say it. So
Ash, please.
I was
going
worried.
Argue, didn't you say yesterday that the caster's curse didn't exist?
I know, we
you
predict the
flip-flopped.
future. No, we predict the future. That's what nothing was said, as Ash pointed out. I'm just thinking about it. But
I
another,
was
another
gonna
one
say-
down.
But Regal was talking, so he saved me from that. So
Yeah.
So we are down to
Exactly.
3.
Yeah. No, who was it that said there was only 10 seconds between Nax and Dan? That's the one getting the blame.
That was me.
Oh.
Another
But
staunch believer in the no curses. Looking like an alright Manus, mostly. Doesn't get the swag walk to the left, but
Not as good as the one he had in his PB, which
Yeah.
was like insane, insane Manus.
Dan today also had an insane menace.
Didn't lose that much time though. That's pretty sweet.
I like the fact that Dan was able to finish a run today. Like getting that 104
Yeah.
run that he did. It wasn't an event PB, but it was just good seeing him getting a run to completion,
Yeah.
you know?
yeah.
Gintoff in cage. Gets down to
Nice.
the cage.
Lands on the
Duh.
cage. Ah.
Yeah.
He didn't fall off
It's
though. that was close.
hard. It's
It-
finicky to get that.
That is a really annoying skip. Honestly. I mean,
What?
quit out. Okay. He's got to quit out. If the snake dies, it's bad. It's real bad.
That would be a bad way to lose a run if the snake
yeah.
dies. Okay. Oh, all right. He's
Nax
still there.
didn't get bopped by the gargoyle either, so he's still
That's
on
good.
pace. So the Manus is over. I actually want to jump
It's
in.
gonna
and
happen
see-
Again!
What is this snake?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I will quickly jump over to Nax though, because he's coming up to the Ornstein and Smorg fight, so I do want to see this. It's a very important part of it. So let's jump over there as Catalyst is going over to Four Kings.
Oh,
He did
Gintoff.
die to the snake! No!
Of all
Good
places.
The double death from the snake, and then he comes back and just doesn't get the roll. Are you kidding me?
We are down to 2.
That was
Immediately-
quick.
Like here's the thing as well. Gintoff immediately cut
Yeah.
Shane there.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
is. I really feel for him. Like he's done phenomenally well. I know he's done for the event for just now, but I honestly hope like over the next couple of days he takes a break and then just comes back and smashes that 112. Because
He
has
absolutely
that.
can. He absolutely
Yeah.
can. That That Beta Chaos death was very heartbreaking.
All right, next.
Come on,
We are down
Nags,
to
double evade.
2.
No, close.
Oh,
You are too
Close.
close.
Gets
I
the
do not
stagger.
like
Gets
this.
the stagger.
Yes.
Okay.
wow! I didn't think that the stagger was still on him. Where they're like the poison damage wears off after a certain amount of time. I wasn't sure if he was gonna get the stagger there.
Yeah, it was definitely on the long side for how long it was going out there.
One king confirmed for Kata.
Nice.
And then there were 2.
It's a good thing.
That's a
Nax
pretty good
kept
fight
going.
for Nax.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of time for the elevator.
Yeah, that's nice.
But it's a blessing and a curse when you have that much time, because it obviously it might mean that you were slightly too slow for a
Looks like-
previous
Is Kata
cycle.
done?
Kata's given up.
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Bad
Yeah.
pace.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
plus
I don't
12
blame
there.
him, to be honest. Yeah, if a PB isn't possible, then
So
not really much point in continuing.
looks like day
He's
3 is
waving
gonna
goodbye.
end. Gonna
With
end
Nax?
how it always is.
Well-
for the other days. Just
well,
Nax.
no, here's the thing. Last time we did this, we had the predictions, and we got past the predicted area of ONS. So I'm asking you all, where do we think Nax is going to be?
We'll go to that. First off, we'll go to the solo focus, and then, yeah, where? Good question.
Where is this controller gonna die?
He's connected it. He's connected it.
He's fucking now.
I know.
I love that moment. I hope somebody clipped that moment where he went away, came back, and was just like, got a cable now. See?
Yeah,
Got a
that was
cable."
so great.
I love it took twice for that to happen. Not after the first time. The
Yeah.
second time is like, all right, no more.
Yeah. No, I want to say, like, I want to see it through. I want him to see this run through and get another event PB. I want to see him try and get 3rd. I really do.
It's really hard to predict at this point of the run because he's just past all of like the really, really bad parts. Like it could really happen on any particular thing.
So I'm with Argik here, and it's not so much about predictions. It's just hopes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nax needs to have that rematch with Gwyn.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it needs to be on
the
a good pace.
rematch with Gwen, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I want to see it go. And Nax is capable.
Absolutely.
All right.
Current best
So,
possible time, looking at a 102.46. So, yeah, still there's like a good minute, of like leeway to get past Dan at this point. It's an extra $100 as well on the line. Yeah.
you're not getting away from this the rest of you. Ash and I have answered. Where do you think the run is going to go?
Guardian. Let's go with
All right.
Guardian.
Rigo's going Guardian. Ben, where do you think?
I'm going exactly the same as yesterday. I'm saying he's taking this all the way to
Take it
Gwen.
all the way. So 3
All
for
right.
all the
All the
way.
way.
All right.
All right. And boy?
I wanted to say. There's a part of me that wants to say Gwendolyn. That's like, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's harsh enough, but.
You were trying to be harsh on him now.
I never said that. After last night, I can't be harsh to him because
Oh, okay.
we already threw him under the bus last night. But
I mean,
don't know.
very true, yeah.
I reckon Gwendolyn.
Oh my God, Nax.
Ooh, miss on stray.
He
and
had
AoE.
one more shot left and he hesitated there.
All right.
That hesitation almost killed him, but he made it through.
Did we get an answer from Ben?
We did. Ben is
Ben-
with us.
Ben
Oh,
said-
yeah, right.
Come
Oh.
on,
the way.
Ash. Come. Hello? Is this thing on? Knock knock. Hello?
I told you, adrenaline crash. I can't help it.
It's been a long weekend.
I get it, Ash. I'm just being too hopeful. I didn't pick that his run's gonna die, so you just disregarded it. You're like, what a silly thing to say. And I am all in on Nax right now. Team Nax.
Oh.
That's what I said too. I want him to have the rematch with Gwyn.
I think part of it is like one of those things that I think the showman in him will be like, yeah, let's just take it the whole way, maybe. Regardless, but we'll have to see. 40 odd minutes remaining in this one, it seems, but yeah.
Even if Nax puts on a show for us, I think that would be wonderful way to end.
It's been an incredible weekend so far. Obviously, we've had some great runs, and everyone's really performed wonderfully. And it's been echoed by a lot of you guys. I mean, Ben, you were talking about it earlier. How we are chasing for the record, but everyone has been improving, and that's
yeah. Everyone PB'd.
Yeah, these events are great, just like the fact that these events are having these lasting impressions on the communities as well. You get new runners coming in seeing this. You're seeing existing runners coming back and improving. You're just having an absolutely phenomenal time with it.
It's kind of like everyone's like nervous to talk because
don't
could
want to
happen.
get ahead of myself.
Just focus on the run, yeah.
All eyes on Nex.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with this event and had a lot of fun this weekend. And what happened earlier today, like I'll never forget that. That was legendary. Kata and Olsku going back and forth. That was incredible.
You honestly could not write a script any better, right? Like
no.
Yeah.
You couldn't fake a headline better than that.
Yeah.
The stage was almost set with with the fact that their PBs going into it were 1 second apart, and then they just pull off something like that within 3 days.
Definitely.
So Bowie, Argic, you've done these events before. How often do you see a world record broken in the 3 days? Like, have you seen anything like this before?
The most we've had, obviously we've had the record broken for every single one. Obviously for Mario 64 it was just the one time on day 3, I believe it was, that Cheese did that. Yeah. Was it day 2? I can't remember now.
It was day
3.
It was day 3. And then when it came to, we only did like one day for Doom Eternal. It was like a 1-day event that we did in the middle of ESA summer. And that was like a wonderful day-long grind, and that happened like towards the end. And it was just the one time Zia kind of came didn't come out of nowhere, just crushed it all day and just got that great time. But then SADX, we had a world record every day of the event from the same runner.
And then, like, it was insane as well because it's like he came in, did one run, world recorded, and then went away. And it's like, what? Like, excuse me? But he did the same that happened here as well. He also qualified breaking the record, just like Catalyst did for this event too. It's like, yeah, I'll enter this. I'll qualify for this event. Oh, oops, I broke the record while qualifying. It's like, folks,
whoopsie.
Like, slow down, man.
For the event, please. Like, what are you doing?
Well, Max missing all of his soul spears.
But yeah, like to answer your question, like in terms of these events, like seeing them has been very, very good. My question is just how long can the streak keep going? It's one of those things. You don't come in expecting it, as Ben was saying there. Like you can't write a script like this. And each of these events has always had this amazing dynamic. The runners have always shown up, and we get these amazing stories.
It's kind of hard. It's one of those things like, I don't envy ESA the job of picking the next game, because it has to be, because like so far we've had like 4 very different but very kind of like, interesting games in their own right, brand new games that are kind of pushing the boundaries, of what a genre could do. You've got a legendary game, in speedrunning at least, in Mario 64, and then you kind of like going to the other mascot side of SADX, and now Dark Souls, kind of like a modern classic, if you will. What's next is the question, and I'll leave that one to the ESA boys.
Oh yeah.
Good luck eating all planks.
What can you do? Like everybody out there would be vying for the idea of my game is great for this. Put my game in, but we'll have to wait and see. One thing is for certain, it'll be a 2021 thing. It'll be what will the first BTRL in 2021 be? Who knows?
You could say.
Nax had a pretty rough Hydra segment there.
Yeah, missing a few shots on the Hydra.
I'm a little biased, but Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition come back for Break the Record Live.
Let's do the good version.
Wow,
like, that's the problem. Oh no, that's the problem I have now. It's like, do I wait for Remastered to be on sale and use the knowledge from this, or do I just jump into Prepare to Die? I'll do both. I need to learn the differences.
There we go. Clean enough. It's a very simple split, that one. There's not much going on. It's just, run up and stand, slap the butterfly about. So variance isn't going to be too much in a split like that. So
No, this one also coming up is pretty much all on you.
And it is a long split as well. The C split is 5 minutes long. There's a lot of stuff to do. Obviously, getting through the archives over to the crystal case.
Right.
There's
So
a lot of tricks going on.
You can lose, a chunk of time here just because it's so long. But this is a pretty RNG free segment. Now there are some crystal hollows on this segment that can cause some issues, especially when you try to get the kill the pendant golem. But usually they behave pretty well.
You say this, but I'm thinking of the sorcerer before starring Magic Shield. I'm thinking of the golem with a slip.
Yeah, no, it's not that there's no places where you can die. It's just it's mostly within your control.
Yeah.
But the pendant golem is sort of like a second hollow room area. Those crystal hollows will hurt. There's a lot of them around there. Luckily, you have hidden body on this segment, so it's not quite as bad as it would normally be. Because most routes don't have hidden body this early. But since you're doing the whole segment with Dusk and summoning her and getting hidden body that way, it gives you a little bit of comfort in this split that you normally wouldn't have. And I would say that getting the pendant golem with the sorcery shots would be much worse if you did not have hidden body.
Yeah, there was a big thing when I was learning that game where when I was learning that section in Prepare to Die edition, where obviously you don't have hidden body, forced to use melee, where it's very common that you either dark sign out or you just death warp, because most of the time you get the pendant and then die immediately afterwards before you can teleport away. It's very common. But
you don't want a death warp here. At any percent, back then it wasn't as big of a deal, but death warping here is not good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like here you grab the pendant, you're not on your way to kill Seath, just straight teleporting away.
It's a lot better killing him with melee as well.
Yeah.
But the hidden body cast right here helps quite a bit.
It's also worth mentioning that Kata's current best time is 42 seconds ahead of Dan. So he can lose 42 seconds to his gold and still secure third place on his final run.
Wait, Kata or Nax?
Oh, sorry, did I say Kata?
You did. Kata was on your mind.
Kata is always on my mind.
Of course.
Yes, but I did mean Nax.
Warp up's a nice two-part quit out. One getting the elevator moving and then kind of rolling into the position to pop you up onto the top, out of bounds.
Yeah. First try as well, so segment
Lovely
going pretty
upwork.
well for Nax so far.
And keep in mind that he still has a minute to save on the Gaping Dragon segment. So all he's going to do is get there, and he's going to be hugely.
Yeah, that was definitely the worst part of his PP.
I'm watching that hacker. I'm watching him.
Yeah.
I'm hearing him. He's dancing. He's dancing.
Oh yeah, I love the sound they make when they dance. It sounds it's so stupid.
It's like, what are you doing? And then you realize you get hit, but it's like, oh, that's what you were doing. Okay, never mind.
I like
just,
a little bit spooky.
Like while we're running through here, some interesting stats as well. This is let me have a look. Where is Nax? So this is Nax's 77th run of the event. And just having a look through the rest of the players here, so everybody's up into the 70 and 80 run range here. This is how much effort these runners have been putting in throughout the entire 3-day event here, just trying to get it. Gintoff are actually getting 91 runs in total trying to get through. But it's amazing just seeing how many attempts they've actually done. Nobody, I think, other than Iron Boy actually getting into the double digits of finished runs here.
Did he actually get into the double digits?
Double digits. That's crazy.
I believe
Wow.
he did. Like he switched his splits 3 times, but on the last set here it says 4. And if he did a full run, if he did 5 completions on the first day, that's 9. He definitely finished once or twice on day 2. So
Yeah,
I
he
love
finished
that.
2 runs on Saturday.
I love that. He had splits for Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
One for every day of the week.
That is a different strategy. We've seen people do like heavy practice on day 1 and 2 into runs, and then just go ham on day 3. But I haven't seen new splits and new routes every single day. You know, like I'll try this one on day 1 and then I'll upgrade on day 2.
I think it confused production as well. They were like, wait a second, like what is this? We need to try to fix this.
Well, that's one of the cool things about Dark Souls speedrunning is just the ability to change the route so much.
Seath goes
It's definitely
down,
it's definitely a pretty non-linear game.
I think the person that had the weirdest incidences this event had to be Mintius. Had like 2 different instances where he didn't get the big Logan dialogue going, so he had to like reroute in the middle of his like run, go towards Capra, grab another soul, like even when he was not supposed to go to Capra. And another incident at Seath actually where he double death and got cursed. So his RTSR setups were interesting.
He got cursed?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
So he was thinking on the fly, like how to do these RTSR setups.
Yeah, that's for the ones that use enemies. That would be pretty
Like
annoying.
consistent night, you can't do that anymore.
No, that doesn't work anymore.
Interesting situations this weekend, though.
Yeah, I'm beginning.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm beginning to think that consistent night isn't very consistent.
Oh, that's the joke.
I'm sorry. Right, hold on. No, hold on.
Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner.
Yeah. No, wait a second, because that was also sarcasm. But never mind, it didn't work.
Course, yeah,
so
You know what, Argic? I think you're in now. Speedsouls, you know Bob, you know consistent nights.
Yeah.
You're already interested in speedrunning.
I'm knowing the memes.
And I mean, he's already provided a lot of really unironically good explanations of the glitches.
That too,
he's learned
Ben
over
has
the
tested
weekends.
Argic twice.
Go
Yeah,
put
I've
in
given
the
him a few
spot,
exams
yeah.
and he has aced with flying colors.
This
that's
is your
good to know.
induction ceremony now, Argic?
Oh. I guess he missed some homing soul mass.
Yeah.
So I had to do an extra soul spear.
A little
Another
bit of time
huge
lost
time loss
there. Yeah, I think it's kind of the thing that Nax can take comfort in is the fact that he's still got the big time saves to come, and it's like just hold on to this pace. Do whatever you can to hold on to this. Don't let it slip too far.
Yeah, I don't know if he has much time saves other than that. Let's see. He's definitely got some coming up in the DLC.
Argic, I have one more test for you here.
Oh no.
The true Speedsouls test. All right.
Sure. I feel like
if
I'm
you
in
had
trouble.
if you had to pick between the number 2 or 12, what would it be?
Don't look at chat.
I mean, I was going to say that's already been ruined because they've been posting 12 all events, so you'll have to explain that one to me. But yeah, the answer would be 12.
My
Regal
boy.
is absolutely rolling with it right now.
You're welcome in Speed Souls anytime.
The best thing about that joke is it is so simple. Like, there's no real explanation needed. It's just, if someone comes into your chat and they go, yo, how much time does this save? How much is this faster? 12. That's the answer. Just 12. That is the answer. You subbed to Regal for 3 months? Congratulations, 12 months in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
all
I
subs are 12-month subs.
I can get behind that. I get behind that.
DLC start. We got the Guardian to begin with.
Yeah.
Snatched a few runs away over the course of the weekend. What's one more, right?
It killed a lot of runs this weekend.
So lightning start, yeah.
The difficulty spike begins now again.
2.
Whoa, and that's
there it is.
And that is it. The end
I
of
predicted
the event.
Guardian too.
You said Guardian.
So,
Nice.
so we're all agreed. Next time this happens, Regal is a runner and not on the commentary.
He shouldn't be allowed back. What is the point of doing all these runs and getting them all the way to a certain point if Regal is just going to spoil when it's going to end? What's the point in watching it?
Cheers, Regal.
Ah, but there we go.
I should get some channel points for that.
That is all 7 runners have finished their final run. None of our final runs did make it through to the ending, but it was a valiant effort from all. Man, it was good to see some runs get to Guardian. We saw a few kind of like get into that mid game, almost towards the second half, and yeah, I mean the pressure's on for the final run. There's a lot that you're kind of riding on. It's your last hope kind of thing, so pressure's on it in that scenario. But, yeah, that's kind of it, isn't it? Really, we're done here.
It is. Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to speak to production to see if there's any kind of like final things we want to wrap up before we kind of like jump into our outro and saying goodnight and all those kinds of things. But before that, we're gonna obviously say thank you very much to our community casters for joining us, Ben and Regal. It's been a pleasure to work alongside you and to talk about this game. Thank you for just being part of the event along with.
It's been fun. It's been great.
Yeah, likewise, been a pleasure.
Cheers very much. I think what we're going to do, I believe we're going to just take, I think they're mentioning the idea of a break. No, not a break. I don't know. It says, but we're going to have an interview with Catalyst coming up to obviously talk about the fact that, he broke the world record, not once, but twice after having it snatched back from him in the earlier moments in the middle moments of this final day here. So I think for now we'll say goodbye to Ben and Regal. Thank you very much.
Later, guys.
What's gonna? Cheers very much.
Yeah, have a great night.
Thank you so much. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one final break. It's gonna be one more intermission, and then when we return, we'll kind of come back with an interview with Catalyst, and then we'll say our good nights, our final roundups, and we'll have everything ready to go. So we're just gonna take a quick break, 3 more minutes, and then we'll have a quick interview with our world record holder for Dark Souls Remastered, all bosses, Catalyst. Don't go anywhere.